So
we're here with Ryan Gieske. He's brought over a Nuc Box. Going to put another hive in the backyard. Now we're looking for the queen. See if the new queen, that is.
good little stash of bee bread in that comb. Definitely equipped to be raising some offspring.
All right.
ASAP. Don't see a queen on here. At least not yet.
Okay, keep looking.
Let's keep digging. It's almost looking like a little bit of a scattershot brood pattern, but when I look in between them, I see nectar cells where we've got a little bit of backfilling from a good nectar flow, and I see young offspring there. So I'm not going to take it as a sign of failing brood or a failing queen. I'm just going to take it as a timeline thing and being a little crowded.
Got it. How long have they been in the Nuc Box?
They've been in the Nuc Box for 3 weeks now.
Okay.
They're definitely ready to get out of them. On some of the colonies, I've been working frames back and forth to make sure they don't start feeling too crowded. This one has been one of the ones that was just now getting to the point where they really, really needed more space, and that's why I picked them to bring here, because they are at the perfect spot to get another box. Nice kept brood there. Again, another sign that the little bit of scattered look on the last frame isn't really a bad thing.
No sign of the queen yet?
I'm not seeing her yet. And she could be on the walls of the box or something after jostling some on the way over here. We wouldn't expect that if the box was sitting still. But
So what if she's out and about? Will then she find her way into the new beehive?
she'll tend not to be flying either way. So if she's not on a frame, I'll expect to find her on that box in a second.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And we can go back through the frames one more time if we want to try and locate a queen.
So what you're saying is the queens don't fly?
They're very disinclined to fly. They're certainly theoretically able to, but when we talk about queens flying like in a swarm event, they have a little bit of lapse in laying for the day or two before, and when their ovaries are less active, they are more able to fly. They're more agile. And in this case, she hasn't had that. I think it's safe to say she won't fly, although I wouldn't quite want to say she can't. I mean, she knows these are her bees. She knows this is her comb. She wants to stay with it.
Got it.
But she is hiding right now, and I do not have these queens marked. So we're not getting to look for the dot.
That would make it a little easier, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it does. My only hesitancy about having marked queens is that I think they teach you not to know how to find an unmarked queen.
All right.
You know, and
Yeah.
so I tend to, at least in my colonies, stay away from marking them, just so I stay in the habit of doing things the hard way. Because in a removal context, we always have to do it the hard way.
Right.
Good little patch right there. I don't see her though. So let's check the box real quick, and if we don't see her there, we can go through these one more time looking for her. I always like to see her again too if I can. So quick scan, just looking for something different. Not really looking for a queen. You never find the queen if you're really looking at each bee, seeing if she's the queen. It's just kind of pattern recognition, looking for the one that looks different. And I don't think I see her. So let's go ahead and shake these bees into that hive, have everybody back together, and then we can do one more scan through real quick looking for her if you want to.
Sure.
And these boxes sometimes gather some water in the So I always try and pour out a little bit of water first before I shake it over a colony.
Oh, what's that from?
It's just,
Oh, rain.
yeah, it's just from being out in the rain. It doesn't get into the box. It just gets into the channels on the corrugated material. In a way, it's great for them while they're sitting there because it's insulation. I think the water in the channels helps hold the stable temperature for them. But I don't like shaking more of it than I have to into a box with them. Won't really hurt anything, but no need to make life hard on them. All right, here we go.
You just leave that nearby. Or...
It depends on how well I get the bees out of it. Usually I try to move it away so they're not attached.
These guys are getting a little agitated. Maybe they need a little more smoke.
Yeah.